When I left my house this morning, I turned around and looked at it for a second and I thought, oh, it's so cute. The grass is mowed. It's just so little. And I thought, I cannot believe after all these years we live in this little sweet house. It does not weigh me down. And the reason why is because I've gotten rid of any excess stuff or things that are just too heavy. It's really cutting out the fat. What extra stuff do you have in your house? This is not so much about clutter. When I talked about the clutter series, I talked about like the visual clutter and stuff, what you see and how to clear that out. This is your house weighing you down. When you walk in, you just go, lost them already. There are too many things. There are too many pieces. Their wall is filled with stuff. It's just, there's a way to live. It's not about square footage. I'm working with a couple young couples that are looking for their next place to live. And one of them is actually about to have a baby. And there is an American lie that says because we've had more children, we must get a bigger house. Not necessarily. As a matter of fact, as I walk in a lot of houses, whether you're adults or younger or have young kids or kids are going to college, I walk in, I can see where people live. You pretty much live around that family room area. A lot of us live around our TVs. We live in the kitchen. But a lot of other areas, like, it's a living room that's just gathering dust, or an area, big entry, it doesn't, not filled with stuff. We really don't need a lot of space, as much space as we think. Now you're going, well, Pam, I'm not about to move or anything. But if you're considering it, consider it. Because it does force you to do that. Maybe you want to live in an area you want to live in, and you go, I can never live small like that. Surprisingly, it's amazing. It's amazing what you do when you cut out a lot of that fat. And also when you're shopping for a house as well, just think about that too. Think about, like, where do I really live? How do I really use it? I've said this before, but the reason we could buy this house is because that deck was really large. It really became another whole room or annex to our house. So that's why we could do it. But I want you to think about kind of what's weighing you down. And mostly, I'm going to get back to, it's too much stuff. We go out and we go to these stores and we go to Home Goods and we go to Lowe's and Home Depot or wherever, and we start buying stuff for our house. And we probably don't need it. It's too much stuff. Because then when we bring it home, just like if you're going out clothes shopping and add more clothes in your closet, you're not wearing the stuff that's in the closet already, but you're adding more stuff. And that too is weighing us down. Stop shopping. Stop shopping. A lot of you already have some great stuff. Work with what you've got. Get rid of the stuff that just does not bring you, spark that joy, as the Marie book says. That was a good book. That Japanese book is a good book. There's one chapter that was kind of weird. I read it a while ago. But to say that, like, there's this feel when you walk in your house and you just kind of go, I want to stop you from that, and I want you to improve it. And I've actually physically done it for some of you, where I've done them while you're out, so I'm not doing those as much anymore. I'm a little too busy for those. However, I am going, take that down, take this down. If you take this down, you'll be amazed at the look of the bigger and less. I say it all the time, but it's true, bigger and less. I'm going to address plants and live plants and stuff, or decks, and even bring some into your house where if things are too small, I talked about in the lanai video a while back. I'm about to finish that this week. I'm going to stand in a place and show you kind of what to buy, bigger and less. But I mean that about this, the weighing you down, all these little pieces, they can go. They can go. Give them to somebody. Maybe these young couples are starting out and they're like, I just want a picture on the wall. I don't have a picture on the wall. Take one that maybe you have extra. Give that to them. And they're starting out. It's a great way to help somebody new, help somebody who's bought a new house, like, start to fill it a little bit. So somebody's on the opposite end of it. But a lot of times I find clients my age, we've been different places, we've moved different places, we've traveled. We just keep adding, but we're not editing. And if you edit, that's going to bring you lighter. And I want your houses to lighten up. I don't want to lighten up or move to a smaller house so it forces you to do it. I'm kidding. Just have a little laugh on Tuesday. But I think that's an important thing to bring this whole update thing because into play, because that's what you're asking me to do, and that's what I do at your house a lot. I feel like my camera's really low today, like I'm about to go like this. Okay, and that's what will do it for you. So have a fantastic Tuesday. I am off to, I believe, an outdoor appointment, which is making me think about these outdoor things, and we will talk about that next. I've got more photos to come and some jobs getting completed this week, which is great. So cheers to you. Love where you live. Happy Tuesday.